Okay, so I don't know how long that was off, but here we are again, and I'm gonna try to. You guys, thank you for understanding. I just got this camera, and after I watch it, I'll see like all the shakiness, and I'll try to fix it, and like I'm totally inept. If anybody from live stream wants to come down,
across the street.
okay. So if you guys see this, help! Come help me. I don't know how to use this tripod. Oh, that's just brilliant. Okay, well, I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna be real still. Okay, Pablo, you're up. Thomas Jefferson.
Well, I don't want to go to Thomas Jefferson now.
What you
I don't
got?
have enough information on Thomas Jefferson, but how about this? This will be my segment where I'll rant about the larger issues I have in my mind. The big picture. Pablo's the big picture.
Pablo's big picture. You got 9 people listening to Pablo's
9 people.
big
Awesome.
picture.
Hell
Hold
yeah.
on, let me steady the camera because I couldn't use the tripod right. Oh wait, I know how to use it. I just figured it out. I just shortened one of these. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a dork.
1 second.
I can't believe it took me that long. I was trying to fiddle at the top and I just
Well, while she's
failing.
adjusting it, you can still talk.
Yeah, but it shakes
It's
around so
shaky,
bad. Yeah, it's really
We're
ugly.
still watching you.
All right.
Alright.
There you go. Okay, so what's the segment called? This is
The big picture.
with Pablo. You're on.
Alright, so if you're watching this, you are more likely than not an occupant, so you probably already know about this, but this is a huge issue right now. The National Defense Authorization Act. The National Defense Authorization Act this year, normally it's a bill that comes up every year since the budget for the Department of Defense, and this year there's some very interesting provisions in this bill, and these provisions gave this bill the right to detain indefinitely, torture, and even execute U.S. citizens on U.S. soil without charge or trial. To be treated under the laws of war as enemy combatants on suspicion of a belligerent act. There is actually a big argument on whether this applied to U.S. citizens or not, because the language of the bill is so misleading. It actually says that while the military isn't required to take in belligerent citizens, they are allowed to. They have that decision-making power. This was voted in originally 93-7 in the Senate. A landslide in the House. Obama promised for weeks to veto this. He said he was not going to sign this. And from January 1st, he signed the bill at midnight while everybody was partying and probably drinking alcohol and not paying attention. Who signs a bill at midnight? So we've been living under a military dictatorship since January 1st for 5 months now, and few noticed. I remember reading an article recently about Obama's lawyers coming out and saying the courts had no right to question his extrajudicial killings. Do not have checks and balances for a reason. Remember, Obama is a constitutional law professor. He knows what the Constitution allows and doesn't allow. This is a scary bill. This bill says the president can kill anybody he wants at any point without any explanation. He doesn't have to say shit to anybody. He's already killed citizens under this new bill with drone strikes. And we know about those, but what the bill also does, because he doesn't have to tell anybody, we don't know who's being dragged off in the middle of the night as we speak. People can just disappear and never be heard from again. People can be executed. People can literally be executed in public, on the streets, legally. It's fascism. And unfortunately, trying to talk to most people, this doesn't seem to get through. This nullifies the amendments 4 through 8 of our Constitution. All our rights to due process are being stripped. And when you can detain indefinitely, torture, or even execute anybody you want without so much as how do you do, it's really hard to have freedom of speech. Because those powers are always used for political oppression. You can, a guy from Germany a minute ago, I know. Obama also signed into law recently the peacetime annexation bill. This gives him the power to annex any resources in the country, including infrastructure, food, water, farmland, anything, for peacetime war preparation, as long as we're in armed conflict. And our armed conflict, our war is the war on terror. Until you can kill the idea of being afraid, you're never going to have an end to the war on terror. It's an excuse for perpetual warfare, which directly benefits the military-industrial complex. The people we pay to build our war machine, blow up these other countries, and then rebuild these countries after we're done with them, they make so much money off of this. Corporations make ridiculous amounts of money off of warfare. Warfare is very profitable, especially in our nation. We're not going to have an end to the war on terror, and that gives them an excuse to keep us in a state of constant military preparedness. It's not so much military preparedness, but we have the NDAA, where it's basically martial law. We have a martial law bill. Now Obama's saying he can't take any resources that we have as long as we're in armed conflict. We're never going to have an end to the war on terror. It's not going to happen. I think that's my segment. Okay, here's Mary.
I got an announcement. Sorry. Okay, so right now,
23 viewers, holy crap.
yeah, hey, right now we need tarps down over at our park. So, come down to City Hall and we'll tell you about it, or go right over there. Troy, rule number 8, Troy. Can you tell him that we're trying to tell his message and to just go? Is he so loud? Tell him I'm telling people. Can't hear myself think. Okay, so we have done this action where we do something that should be legal. Obviously, it is legal, like having a platform to sleep on, raised slightly off the ground. They call it a structure. It's a misuse of the term. That's why Colonel and Matt allowed themselves to be arrested intentionally, so they could get it on the paperwork that this is what they call a structure, challenge that in court. And both of them are going forward in 2 different means, one through the NLG, one independently. And so I'm really proud of them, and I was here for that. And it made the news, and the news gave us a really good write-up. I mean, if you, we'll have to post that video, but or a link to it. But they told the truth. It was great. They said they claimed that we are fighting for your right to a night's sleep. So Troy is doing the same thing tonight. He's put up some tarps, strung them across. Cops took it, gave him a slip, but didn't write him a citation, didn't give him any kind of, you're breaking the law, that's why we're taking him. So if they haven't done that, if they haven't given him a warning or anything, he's just going to put up some more tarps. And undoubtedly this will end up in jail like everything with Troy, but this isn't his way of fighting. So he's asking people to bring tarps, because once it gets on a citation that having a couple of tarps strung up is a structure, we have a chance at fighting that in court. And we're starting to win some of this stuff. So We've got to stand up. So all we have to do is keep bringing tarps, letting them take them away. Bring tarps, let them try to write a warning. Bring tarps, let them try to citation. Bring tarps, write a citation for what it actually is, because they tend to not actually put what the citation is for. They'll say interfering with a police officer, resisting arrest or something like that, but they don't actually. It's like the idea of, I'm arresting you because you didn't do what I said. Well, we don't all have to do what you say. If you say stand on one foot and jump 3 times, you have to have a broken law. So already they've seized his property and given no reason for it. So anyway, I'm going to bring it back to Pablo, but please bring tarps right now.
Very, very important stand.
Yeah. And, Troy, I don't have to say much. All right, you're on.
They will be replaced. I have the proper receipts.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a good point.
These tarps will be replaced.
He does have a receipt for these. They gave him a receipt. So if you bring tarps, there's we have to go through that process. They might keep them for evidence. But Troy is promising that they will be replaced. We are not going to use the tarps that we have here at City Hall. We need tarps here all the time for City Hall. But that is for protesters in the camping ban. So in this case, you'll be bringing them for this particular action, which is also. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law. First off, you have to do that permission from.
Do you want a copy?
How's it going, guys? So we have an action plan for tonight.
Oh, Troy, rule number 8. That's Troy. I had referred to you earlier, Troy, rule number 8. Yeah, you're gonna have to look up another one.
This is interesting shit.
I know all about it.
It's not breaking the law.
So for more national issues. So we have the elections coming up in November. I know personally I'm going to vote for Ron Paul if he gets the nomination. I don't know if I actually haven't been following the Republican primary for a couple weeks now. But if he gets the nomination, I'm going to vote for Ron Paul. If it comes down to Obama and Romney, I'm not voting. They're the same person. Republican, Democrat nowadays, politicians endorsed by the Democrats and Republicans do almost the exact same things. The biggest division between the two parties seems to be taxing the rich, but we don't tax the rich anyways. And if you think you're just going to vote for the lesser of two evils, if you think you're just going to vote for Obama because it's better than Romney, he's not better than Romney. Obama is a liar. Obama's not a good president. He campaigned on not taking corporate money, campaigned on getting us out of the Middle East, ending the Bush tax cuts, closing down Guantanamo, ending the Patriot Act. He took corporate money. After getting in office, he took corporate money. He changed his original plan from getting us out of the Middle East from immediately to 9 weeks to 13 weeks to 6 months to fuck it, let's take them all out of Iraq and put them in Afghanistan. He extended the Bush tax cuts. He strengthened the Patriot Act. He never closed down Vietnam. List goes on and on. Props to him. He's a very charismatic speaker. He speaks well, he speaks articulately. That doesn't mean he's trustworthy. Don't be fooled by Republican and Democratic parties. They're just used to divide us against each other. They take petty social issues and they use it to divide us against ourselves, to ignore the larger national problems we have at hand. It's ridiculous. And it is, without a doubt, the wealthy, the 1%, doing this. It is class warfare. They're keeping us ignorant and divided against ourselves. The wealthy think we're dumb. They think they can steal from us. They think they can enact their military state laws, and we're not going to do anything. And I hope everybody who's watching right now says, no, fuck that, I am going to do something. I hope everybody who's watching this right now, if you haven't been to Occupy Action, if you haven't ever protested even independently of Occupy, you should come down here. You should find out what's going on. You should talk to more people than me, because I'm by far not the smartest person out here. We have some crazy intelligent people here with some damn good perspectives. On that note, I'm pretty disgusted with the way that people in general think of occupants, because they tend to watch TV. They take what they see on TV, which is 6 corporations who control all the news that you see on TV. And
You can finish.
okay. And you ask people why they don't like Occupy, and because they're druggies and hobos and all these negative spins that they put on us. Basically the dirty hippie rag. We get the dirty hippie rag. And if you actually come down here, if you don't watch your television, just turn it off. If you just turn off your television, you actually come down here and speak to these people that you insult, then you'll see that these are good, honest people. They're good, honest people with a passion to change things. We're out here, we're actually sacrificing for what we believe in. Most people are never going to know what it's like to sacrifice for a cause larger than themselves. Everybody who comes down here and puts their effort into these actions, into the camps when we still had them, into trying to get those camps back, into trying to end the camping ban, into trying basically to help our homeless, help the weakest, most vulnerable portion of our society. But I lost my overall point on that. But
That's good stuff.
most people won't know what it's like to sacrifice for a belief. And I find it incredibly offensive what I hear people say about Occupy. Because these are some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. This is family to me. These people put a lot of heart and soul into this. There's a lot of love around. It's all about the love. And Occupy, it's not supposed to be about the people, it's supposed to be about the ideals, but it's really hard not to make it about the people when you actually come down here. We spend a significant amount of time with these people. It's really hard not to fall in love with Occupy. But 99 would like to speak.
Oh no, I ain't trying to talk about nothing.
I thought he was. He just came over to see. Hey,
okay.
can I mention, you 27 viewers, that one of the ways that we can get the message out is to do these interviews. And so, I'd like you to come down and
Oh yeah, come down tonight. Tell them come down tonight.
They can
Bring
hear you.
sleeping bags.
They can hear.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them bring sleeping bags right
Bring
now.
sleeping bags, bring tarps. We do have an action for the
Hey,
park.
we got an action right now.
Yeah, bring tarps for.
Hey, my
for
dude
the-
want to challenge the police. Tell him right now. Tell him. You my friend. Tell him.
we just did
I
that.
just
Do
got
it again.
queued up. So apparently we're gonna set up tarps, just make a little, just barely enough to keep the rain off somebody.
It's not even raining. We're just bring your sleeping bag. Hey, oh
We're
wait,
gonna
wait.
have a tarp,
Sleeping bags.
sleeping bags and tarps.
Charcoal and a grill. We got food down here. We're about to grill.
Why don't you tell 'em?
Nice.
Let's hang
Yeah.
out. Let's hang out
Sure you
tonight.
don't want to tell him?
No, you can tell them. No, that's too formal. And the seat.
Sit.
Well, then stand there and tell them.
Well, it's just
Okay, you're in the seat.
Now you know.
99.
Hey, you guys,
All
we
right.
just got challenged by the pigs tonight. We just got challenged, and my boys and my people thought that we could come down and eat. Come on, man! You guys don't want to sit in front of the TV all your lives.
Oh, they're not in front of the TV. They're
Yeah,
they're
whatever.
live
You're in front of a
streaming,
TV. You're in front of a TV. You're in front of a TV, and I control it.
They're live streamers.
I control it,
No.
regardless of what they're talking about. So, bring your asses down here with some food.
Woo!
Hey, with your leftovers in your refrigerator. Hey, I know you got something good in there.
We do
Just
have
come
nice
hang
coffee.
out.
We're gonna have some
Come
food.
hang out, you guys. And then, hey, just come down to the park. And then, so we're not going to be in the parks. We're just surrounding the park and just saying that, this is what we do. This is what we do, right? Right?
Absolutely.
Right? Because I don't know. It's me, y'all,
Absolutely. This is very similar to some of
hell
the
yeah.
actions we did before.
And y'all.
When we were matched.
But I don't even know. I don't even know if it's y'all because y'all ain't here. Y'all just looking at TV and shit.
Well, they're occupiers. A lot
Yeah,
of-
whatever. Prove me wrong then, or prove her right. Something.
We need some tarps, man. This is a really
No,
good
we
idea.
don't need tarps. We just need people. Come
We
hang
do
out.
need tarps too.
Bring your
because
sleeping
we need them
bags.
now. We need tarps right
Bring
now.
your sleeping bags. Come hang out. Come chill.
We're gonna challenge the meaning of the word structure.
Yeah. We're gonna challenge. We're gonna challenge each other because that's what it says in the Bible. Brother against brother, sister against sister. These are the days. But are they? Are they? I mean, hey, because we can change this shit. We can we?
Oh,
or
man, you
can
lost
we?
him.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding around. Ouch. Hey guys, wait.
Wait, don't.
Tell your friends.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm hoping
tell your
the
friends.
14 people that just left are coming down.
Yeah. I didn't
Maybe.
even think of that. I didn't even
So-
think of that. I thought it was negative. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
they just turned off their darn TVs.
Just turn it off.
And
now
they
you're
came
going
down here.
down.
Because they know it's the TV. They know it's the truth.
Come
Oh,
down here.
no,
support
now we got nobody.
Occupy, support the houseless,
Yeah.
regardless of whether
Y'all
you can
way
believe in
too
our movement or
serious.
not.
Well,
Come on down and help a few people
Exodus.
trying to do a lot of good.
hell yeah. That's what
All
we
right, good job. And that tarp action, we need tarps generally for the vigil, but tonight, I think we got it. I know, so sad.
Either way,
but
we need
they
tarps.
might have all come down here. So I'm gonna hope for the best, man. The only people who would know are chatting in a room that I am not in, and they're saying all sorts of stuff that I don't know.
Is there a way to get to it?
I don't know how. I don't know how to use this technology. Okay, thank you. We'll be back with Vigil TV not long.